On some lighter news and more encouraging news, Sonic 3. I don't think
Okay,
have any of us seen it?
Yes,
No, I
it's
haven't.
amazing. I loved it.
Well,
No, I'm a big
either way.
Sonic fan. I love this movie.
I haven't seen Sonic 2 yet.
Sonic 3 speeds to 70.5 million opening, while
That's
Mufasa
insane.
faces box office peril with 35 million stars.
Yes.
I love it.
Now, before we get into it, the great thing about this is Mufasa and it's not doing well. I'm very excited to see how Snow White does now. And Rachel Ziegler, she has ran, Y2K, that movie's not even, they don't have it on the list. It's not even on the top 10. I think it's already been removed from theaters to give Sonic and Mufasa more screen time. That movie did not, I think it cost like $30 million to make Y2K. They're never going to see that money back.
I have a theory on that because there's this thing with Lionsgate. The more I look into them, I don't think they really lose as much money as we think. In fact, they made money on The Crow. They did. But like, I don't think this Y2K.
The Crow made more than $2 million.
Well, the thing was they only paid $15 million in on The Crow. Like that was their buy-in or whatever it was altogether. And part of it was advertising. And then they went and sold it to Tubi for streaming. So I think they ended up making all their money back doing that. And I think that's what Lionsgate does. See, they go around and they pre-sell all their movies outside of the U.S. And so a lot of that money comes in ahead of time. And so the only people who are losing out in a lot of these movies are the investors. Because Canon used to do this shit. A lot of these other companies used to do this stuff all the time. And I think that's what Lionsgate's been up to. Because otherwise I'm sitting here looking at them going, how can you keep making movie after movie after movie that does nothing but lose money? When you're really not actually losing money, you're only losing money in the public eye.
Look at what this bar
like
is. Y2K listed as 56K domestic.
Yeah, it's not making any money.
Right
now, remember,
it'll
Rachel
be on video
Zegler,
on demand in like a week, though. You watch,
and no one's going to watch it then
will.
either. Remember, Rachel Zegler said people will line up to watch her. She's like a piece of fine art. Compared herself to fine art.
What a narcissistic! I can't stand that woman. Like genuinely.
All I want to know is how, so 70.5 million for Sonic 3. How much did the other Sonics make in like comparison? Is this the best?
I think this one's doing better.
So far, I think it's doing better than the rest, and I think it'll probably tap out somewhere about.
It's got that shadow character in it, which people go insane.
I think that's
the first one did like 300. The second one
Really?
did like 400. So this one will probably do about 6 or 7.
I thought Shadow wasn't
People love
popular.
Shadow.
Okay.
Dude,
Shadow's really popular.
Shadow is like your super edgy hedgehog. And like, honestly, it's voiced by Keanu Reeves, right? John Wick, and you've got Shadow the Hedgehog. They're like revenge arc in the movie. It's perfect. This is like perfect casting too.
You know what this tells me? This tells me that people are sick of prequels and sequels to old
That's
classics.
not true. Oh, to
Hang
classics. That's what I
To
was going to
old
say, dude.
classics,
Moana
just
2 and Inside Out 2 made Disney a lot of money.
No, I get that, but also too the fact that they're doing like this Mufasa thing as a quote unquote live action, like they did the remake to the Lion King. But like people are just getting sick of the remakes and the prequels and the sequels to all these classics.
Not true.
And they change it. But also,
how can you
too,
say
with
that when
Mufasa-
Moana 2 and Inside Out made almost $1 billion in like gross profit?
I think what he's talking about is the stuff from like 40, 50 years ago.
Yeah, like
Well,
you
also,
think you even
Moana and
mentioned
Inside
Snow
Out
White.
2 are more like girl properties. Mufasa is like, that's not really what little girls want to go watch. And there's nothing really out there for little girls right now. So, of course, every little girl wants to go see Moana because it's like the most recent princess movie, right?
Yeah. But also, too, with the Mufasa thing, they've already promoted the fact that Mufasa isn't like royalty, and like they've sort of
his dad is a working class lion.
That's right. They've sort of changed it. So again,
Well, and that's just it. I think this is more of an effect of people are done with the live action bullshit from Disney than
I hate the live action movies, man.
I think
none
that's
of them
just
are
the fads.
none of them hold a
falling off,
candle to the original animated ones.
And the way that they were
None of
actually
them.
able to do Sonic and make it like live action, but then have the Sonic character in like real world sort of thing, I think they did that really well too.
Sonic Frontiers sucks,
Does
I
it
saw your
really?
comment. Yeah, I thought it was trash. That's the open world one, right?
Yeah,
I didn't like it.
It's on PS Plus. That's why I'm asking. It's like, for free basically. So that's why I'm asking.
I don't think they've ever, other than Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, made a good 3D Sonic.
What about Sonic X Shadow Generations? That just came out, didn't it? Was that
And
any
it's just
good? I have no
basically
idea.
remastered Sonic Generations, but remember they censored it?
Yep, they
Oh,
did.
did they? I have no
Put a
idea.
bunch of censorship shit in it.
What did they
Yeah.
censor? What do you censor in a Sonic game?
Well, there was a scene with Amy getting a face palm instead of like throwing like what with the cupcakes crow. Remember that?
Dude, it was something really stupid and it made no sense to censor it.
Sonic fandom seems okay with it though. They say censorship's good, so
And Sonic
didn't
fandom,
it
like,
sell like 1 million copies or something? Like in like really
it did
fast
well,
time?
yeah. So
Pun intended, I guess.
Anna, no.
I don't know, man. I want to
needs
see
to be in
Sonic
it.
3 just because like
they censored
Shadow to me, like
they censored that one female hedgehog with the hearts and everything. I can't remember her name.
Hearts
Rogue.
Rouge?
Rogue, yeah, Rouge or whatever.
Rouge,
Rouge or
Rouge.
Rogue, I don't know.
Yeah, they censored her bare back in the game.
Yeah,
That
they
was
covered up her wings too. It's okay. All right.
I guess if
Whatever.
Sega's smart, they'll just make another Shadow game and then it'll probably sell like millions, especially
Just
following
getting
this game.
oversensitive with
Or
all
this
this
game, sorry,
stuff
this movie.
now.
Yeah, people like that Shadow character. That's not a joke.
Well, he's basically
Yeah,
like,
as-
I don't know much about him, but like he looks like the Mewtwo of like Sonic. Like he's in some like he's in like the Dragon Ball Z like pod hibernation chamber thing coming out and stuff. I don't know much about Sonic, like the new characters. I played Sonic when I was a kid. I'm not like a crazy fan of it, so I don't
I will
neither
say
am I.
that the
I love the
movie
old ones.
itself-
I played the shit out of the old ones as a kid
Me
too.
too.
Yeah, I played the old ones. I
Sonic
watched like Sonic
Adventure.
Underground.
When I bought my
That kind of shit, yeah.
Dreamcast, my Dreamcast was like the first console I bought with my own money. And the game I bought Soul Calibur and Sonic Adventure. Those are the two games I bought with it.
Maybe I'll
Like,
try.
Well,
for
let
it
me
too,
just
'cause like I
say,
said,
I'm
it's
really
free, so
happy.
whatever.
I'm really happy that Sonic 3 is outdoing Mufasa.
Yeah, I love it. I hope it pounds it
good.
into the ground.
When
The
you
only
guys brought up
problem,
Keanu
though-
Reeves, they listened to the fans. That's who they wanted cast in the role, and they did it. So yeah.
The
Like-
only
like-
problem that I see,
Achieve the
I
goal.
lost what I was gonna say.
Sound like
Oh,
me now.
We did it! Hey! Goal complete. We're doing a Christmas list.
Best part is we haven't talked about the Superman trailer yet, so we can spend the next 2 hours doing that instead.
Probably about 10 or
I did one.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Are you shitting me? It took up the whole show Friday. Okay.
There's not really,
Good luck with
but
that.
everyone's already talked about it. I was just going to give my thoughts on it, and we're going to move on. I mean, what is there to dissect? I feel like everyone's already done it.
Oh, he's kind of right. Wait. Just real quick on the Sonic movie. Like, I'm telling you, if you watched any of the other movies, you're gonna like it.
No, I like Sonic 1 and 2.
Yeah, me too.
But like the actual conflict between Knuckles and Sonic in the second film, this sets it up way better in this movie. And you know how we watch like Marvel movies and they don't know when to stop telling jokes? This movie's got like a ton of humor in it, but when it wants to be serious, it knows to knows when to stop cracking jokes. Like when they have a
and
Did
serious
Shadow
Sorry,
shoot
Anna.
anybody?
Sorry, Anna.
It's okay. It's okay.
he does some stuff in the movie that is really messed up.
Sick.
You got me intrigued.
Yeah, don't spoil it. I'm going to watch it when it comes out.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
gonna watch
going to spoil it, but
Because I have the other two on Blu-ray. I'll buy this one just to have all three.
to me,
I
like
like
this
them.
is the
I
best
like-
movie in the trilogy.
I like the first
How
one and I
much-
like the second one.
How much does that series have to do with this? The one that was just out on Paramount Plus.
Oh, the Knuckles
Oh,
thing?
Knuckles,
Not
yeah.
not really.
watched
I
it.
mean,
So
the
you don't
Knuckles
have to
show
have
is
seen it to understand it, basically.
no,
Or
you
do?
don't. Like the Knuckles show was just it was good if you're interested in the Sonic movies and everything, but you don't need to watch it.
You
to
hear
really
that,
understand
Marvel?
What's going on in this film?